Good morning, happy new year. I hope you're all well. I'm Kyle, the Crystalline Mage. It is Sunday, the 2nd of January 2022, and it is our first weekly Oracle card reading of the year. I'm working with the beautiful Shaman's Dream Oracle by Alberto Villoldo and Colette Baron-Reid. Good morning, hello. How are we? I hope we're all doing well. I hope we are all having a good year so far. I hope you all had a lovely new year. Love to know what you're up to. If you hear extra voices, if you hear children, we are babysitting our nephews at the moment. So the two of them are downstairs with Felix, and you may hear the odd child noise. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you. Thank you very much. Oh, excellent. I'm glad you enjoyed. Love it. Oh, that's exciting. Very exciting thing to start the year with. My goodness. Good morning. Lots of beautiful familiar faces in. How are we all? Yes, my new year was lovely, very, very quiet, very, very low-key. I kind of haven't been doing anything for New Year, really, for the last couple of years. It's generally the summer solstice and the full moon and new moon around this time that I do a bit more with, and then Lunar New Year is kind of where I do a little bit more celebration. But it's still a lovely time. When did I not go in bed? I don't know, 2 or 3? Kind of standard for me. We love it. I still love this time of year. I have no idea what day it is. It's nice to just sort of rest and be with family and loved ones as much as possible. Hello, Happy New Year. I am very excited about the new moon, new you event tomorrow. Thank you very much. Palm tree realness going on. You know, there's that whole thing of like people in their 30s dressing like they wanted to when they were kids that they never got to. Like, I'm very much dressing the same way as I did as a kid. I actually got to dress like this as a kid, and I'm reliving it again. I had this very hairstyle. I was probably 9, 10 or something like that, you know. So yeah, it's nice to have a bit of fun with our hair. Oh my goodness. They needed to jump out. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, exactly. My head's always on holidays at least. Rosemary, oh, lovely. Good. Feel the energy and use it. Work with it for yourself. It's wonderful. Like it really doesn't matter when it is. You can have a new year whenever you want to. It just, you know, if there's extra energy around, use it and work with it for yourself. It's a wonderful thing. It helps us, you know, set ourselves up in the best way possible. And if that's what it's doing, do the thing. Alright, I'm going to give these a good old shuffle, and then I'll be pulling one card for every day of the week, plus an extra overview card. I will, of course, be pairing all of these cards with crystals. So we will be going from today, which is Sunday the 12th, through till Saturday the 8th of January. I think it's the 8th. Yeah, the 8th. Which is very exciting. Deep in Capricorn energy. We've got that Jupiter in Pisces, so we're actually feeling quite, like, I feel like there's good flow happening for a lot of us, which is good. Let me know if you got to watch the 2022 reading. Morning, good to see you. Happy New Year. Nearly ready, just a little bit more shuffling and then I'll be ready. I'll be pulling, as I said, one card for every day of the week from today through Saturday, pairing those with crystals and then adding an overview card for a bit of extra overview guidance. I am, of course, available for video readings if anyone wants to book in. I have availability from next Sunday, so if you want to have a private reading for yourself for the year ahead, a bit of planning, a bit of organisation and guidance, I am, of course, available. Ah, excellent. Very helpful thing, I think. Nearly ready, just a couple more. Let me sit up straight. Today is Sunday the 2nd of January. I will be pulling one card for every day of the week this week through till the 8th. For the collective, for everyone and anyone. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and think about it, what makes sense to your life. There are actually on the 9th, so just send me a private message, Chantel, and I will book you in. All right, one more. All right, so today is Sunday, the 2nd of January. I'm going to pull one card for every day of the week this week, pairing those with crystals. And our card for today, Sunday the 2nd of January 2022, is our first card of the week. How beautiful is that? The benefactor, grace and generosity. What a fantastic, fantastic little card for the day. Definitely reach out, send me a private message and we'll be able to organize something. No problem at all. Hello, gorgeous. Look at you catching my live. How are you? Botanical in the house. We have the benefactor. So grace and generosity, this is both giving and receiving in a really beautiful way, being blessed with what you have, feeling grateful and knowing that there is so much that is in your life, that is coming into your life. Good morning. And also think about giving and sharing and doing for others, and knowing that by doing for others, you are doing for yourself, and it's a return of energy, and it's so, so beautiful. This is a time to be selfless. This is a time to be thinking about others before ourselves, but also that in the hope that others are thinking in the same way. But don't think of yourself as last, but make sure that you're thinking of everyone at the moment in your life around you. This is what's really important. It feels like we're starting the year in the right way, in that balance of energy, in an understanding, in an equilibrium, in a place of listening to each other, hearing each other. Like, it feels quite harmonious and beautiful. Like, look how happy they look in their little mushroom. Looking all happy with the crowd. Like, I mean, come on, cuteness. This is, I want to say this is a welcome energy. Like, if you start the year by feeling grateful, by giving, by sharing and being a part of the world and doing in that way, you will be returned that energy. Piscean Jupiter energy is like big sharing, big equal energy. Capricorn is it's very much about the equal. So this is quite a beautiful card for today. Crystal wise, benefactor, I would say get right into that beautiful heart energy, heart of giving and sharing and of openness. So think pink tourmaline, think about strawberry quartz, of course rose quartz at kunzite. Think about watermelon tourmaline would be beautiful. Unakite, of course, rhodochrosite would be delicious. Morganite, if you have any morganite, oh, it feels delicious today, especially if it's a bit peachy. Yeah, definitely think about like where you can reach out to people, where you can be more giving, more sharing, where you've maybe been a bit reserved, where you've maybe held back a little bit, and maybe you should just do a little bit more. Just a little bit. It doesn't take much and it doesn't have to cost anything, but it can mean so, so much. So a really beautiful card for the day, and it's the last card before the new moon for most of us, and for a lot of people in the Americas, this will be your new moon card because your new moon is on the 2nd. Winning Peachy Morganite. Oh, I love that that's being used in jewelry now. It's just beautiful. I've got a peachy morganite in my ear at the moment, feeling that loving vibe. All right, so yeah, today, benefactor, give and receive, share and share alike, be a part of things. Think peachy, yummy, pink, deliciousness. Yeah, and you never know what you might get back from the universe if you just give a little, right? Especially without the expectation of receiving. Okay, so tomorrow, our new moon card for 2022, the 3rd of January, first new moon of the year. Wow, it's the Father Gate, the bold step forward. Big stuff for everyone. I love this. This is great. New moon. We are stepping forward boldly. We are stepping forward with new ways of doing things. We're stepping forward with a new sense of hope and optimism and a sense of freedom and excitement. And even though there's still uncertainty, it's like, no, we're moving forward. We're making things better. We're making changes. We're doing things in a better way. I'm going to be stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm going to make calculated risks this year. Like, I want you to, with the new moon, create a vision board, plan what you want for the year ahead, and really be bold, really be brash, really be over the top, dream big about what it is that you want, where it is that you're going, how it is that you're going to get there. And if you don't know, ask for that help. But aim high. Aim for the stars and at least you'll reach the moon, right? You've got to be bold even if you don't know where you're going. It is, yeah, there's definitely movement because Jupiter is about growth and expansion. It's just logical that things are going to move. And plus all those retrogradings finishing, except for the Venus thing, there's a lot of freedom of movement, a lot more freedom of movement. So some people will be changing their jobs, some people will be changing their home situations, some people will actually be moving or traveling, and it could just be people just understanding their own journey more. But there is a lot about travel and movement happening. Hello, good morning. So for tomorrow, it really is, the new moon is really about not being subtle, dreaming big, hoping in a huge way for where you're going and what you're doing, and trying to make some risky decisions that are calculated. It's a really good time to be using your gut intuition as opposed to your logical mind. Your intuition is always good, but like your gut intuition is always good for making those sort of snap, quick decisions. Those leadership sort of decisions really fall in that gut area. So it's a really great time to work on that, if that makes sense. Yeah, think about confident movement. Think about not thinking too much. But if you're making a vision board, obviously a bit of planning is definitely necessary, but also like dreaming from your gut. Like, this is what I deserve, this is what I want, this is what I'm ready for, this is what my life is going to be about, and I'm excited about it. It's hard, it's very difficult, it's a difficult thing to learn to trust, but it is worth it when you learn to hone it. So I would highly recommend working with citrine, working with tiger eye, working with heliodor or Libyan desert glass, sunstone, even malachite and moldavite I would recommend as well. You could work with carnelian, you could work with ruby, you could work with bumblebee stone as well. There's lots of great sort of energies that are going to get you into that gut, get you into that movement of trusting your intuition, trusting yourself, and kind of being bold, kind of doing the unexpected, or yeah, doing things that people go, what? And don't be scared of the unknown. Don't be fearful of the unknown. You can always take on what comes your way because you've already taken on what's come your way up until now. So don't think that you can't take on anything else. I love it. I love it. It's exciting. It means I'm going to have to wear something really bold tomorrow for the new moon event. As if I wasn't going to. Yeah, absolutely. Step off into the unknown. All right. Rolling forward, our card for the 4th, which is Tuesday. Drifter. We really are going off into the unknown. This is like this is great. Experiencing life as it comes. So with your new moon, you've done your planning, you've created your vision board, you've put it up there. And now it's not now you wait, now you just experience life. Now you do what is in front of you. The big dreams have to formulate, have to come into plan. The universe has gone, okay, now they know what they want. We can start to make it happen for them. But before that, they weren't clear, so we couldn't be clear about what we were going to give you. But now that you've been clear, things can really happen quickly. This is about letting yourself be open to the opportunities, letting yourself be ready for opportunities that are coming your way, but also just living in the moment, experiencing life, not thinking about the future or the past, but just knowing that there is a direction that you should be sort of steering your boat in. And if a storm takes you slightly off course, or if the tide takes you slightly this way, you'll be able to go on that adventure perfectly, and it will take you exactly where you need to go. You'll be able to experience what you are supposed to experience. We always have this idea of perfection, this warped human idea of perfection. Whereas the universe understands our higher self, all of that, it understands that there is something even more perfect for us. And we just have to sort of put the idea out there, and then it will bring us the exact thing that we need. Does that make sense? So the more precise you can be about what you want is great. But be adaptable and be open, and know that we always think we know, but far out. We could be so wrong. And the universe can go, bless you for trying, but this is actually what you need. And you go, why didn't I think of that in the first place? It's because our poor little human minds, they've got to learn, they've got to grow, they've got to open up and expand, and it takes a bit of time after being conditioned. So I want you to think about knowing again that you are going to be able to be adaptable and to sort of still be leading from the gut without overthinking too much. This is very much saying that you are as prepared as you can be for what's in front of you. Like, you packed the boat, right? You packed it. It's got everything. You've got food, water, extra sails, medical stuff, like everything that you need, you've got with you that you could possibly have packed. Now it's time to just go forth and adventure and discover new worlds and old worlds that are actually already populated with people. But learn from them and discover that and go into that and discover something that is new for you, but has probably been going on forever. Or maybe you do discover something completely brand new that has never been experienced before, and that's amazing too. But unless you are open to it, you're going to stay in your little box. You're going to be stuck. You're going to be frustrated, and you're going to hate the world. But it's because that's what you've put in place. Absolutely. Absolutely. Get that carpenter's belt on, loaded up and ready. This is giving me like all of the water crystals, like Larimar, Aquamarine, Hemimorphite, Aqua Aura Quartz, even Amazonite, Blue Kyanite, Ocean Kyanite. Blue Kyanite's great because it's all about being in alignment and knowing that you're in alignment. So I would recommend definitely that. I don't know if I mentioned Ocean Jasper, but definitely Ocean Jasper. Think about watery energies. Think about going with the flow, trusting that you have what you need with you as you set up your vision board and your year ahead with the new moon tomorrow. Know that once you've done that, you've gone, asked for all the help, you've asked the universe, your angels, guides, loved ones, your higher self to put it all in play, make things happen as perfectly as is possible. Then you go, I surrender all of that to you and I let you take care of it. And I experience life as it comes. Does that make sense? It's a great way of taking the pressure off yourself. It's a great way of being able to enjoy life more. It's a very Sagittarian attitude to have, shoot the arrow and we'll figure it out as we go along. But in a more Piscean, fluid way, I would say. But yeah, calculated risk is still happening. Like, you don't necessarily know the whole way. You don't necessarily know all of the pieces of the puzzle to get there. But it'll be fine. You'll figure it out. Oh, okay. We're going to keep rolling forward. Keep rolling forward. Our card for Wednesday, which will be the 5th of January, is oh my god, okay, the Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. Like, I can't even deal with this. This is so good. Sorry, let me just slow down and calm myself down, because I'm like, this is saying that, yes, you believe, you put in the work, you trust yourself, trust in the unknown, make that step, move forward. You will be able to create this future. You will be able to bring it into fruition. It is happening. You are casting the net out and bringing in an incredible amount of awesomeness for you. This is, you are making this happen through your own actions. You are manifesting this, you are creating this, or you are really on the way to creating through these early actions. It is, like, this feels, like, for me personally, as well as for the collective, it feels like there's a sense of sort of relief, even with the unknown. It's like, oh, I'm taking the pressure off. I know, I don't necessarily know exactly where we're going, but I know it's going to be taken care of. I know it'll be okay. I know that there are ways out. I know that there are ways forward. And I have prepared, or I am preparing as well as I can. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Don't over-prepare, right? But know that you are as prepared as you can. And what you're creating for your future is going to come in. And just remember, all fishermen know, and this is a message from my father over in spirit, got to be patient. Prior preparations prevent piss poor performance, and then we must be patient. Absolutely. It's the biggest thing, honestly. Like, my dad was a fisherman. He took us out fishing. It was something that we did. And that preparation was necessary. That was when I learnt that phrase. I'll say it one more time. Prior preparation prevents piss poor performance. So prepare as much as you can be, then go off and do your thing, right? And don't miss that opportunity. Because to go fishing, you got to go at the right time. Otherwise, you're just going to be there doing nothing. I would say crystal-wise, this is quite an interesting energy. I would say this is giving me kind of, even though this is quite watery, I've got tree agate sort of energy, moss agate kind of energy, that sort of slow growth, flower agate as well, slow growth and evolution, and that sort of evolving in a really beautiful way. We could go once again back into hemimorphite and Larimar, aquamarine, ocean jasper. Really beautiful energy of being in the flow of things and being able to trust what you can do, because they also live on expression, and expression is really important for being able to know what we want, being able to express our needs and desires appropriately. Yes, I am so grateful and blessed to be able to do what I do with human spirit. There is absolutely no doubt about that. It's very calming, it's very relaxing, it's very good morning. It happens. Who even knows what day of the week it is? This is very, take the pressure off yourself. Know that you are preparing as well as you can. Know that what you're planning for, you'll make it happen. It may not happen as quickly as you want. You may have to be a bit patient, but the work putting in will be paid off. This is beautiful. And again, really makes sense with the new moon energy, with this new idea shift. Where are we going? What are we doing? Especially when we're doing something bold, something exciting, something that we've never done before. It can be hard to trust the result is going to, turn out in your favor. And this is very much giving us confirmation that you put in the work and you trust and then you let it go. It's going to all happen. Weeks, months, who even knows? Who even knows where we are? Good. I'm glad this is helping. All right, our next card, our card for Thursday. Just like that, the winter's dream, gestation period. So those big things that you are asking for are going to take time, and you need to let them go, surrender them, and really not really think about it anymore. Almost like not forget about it, but just do what is in front of you with your energy that is important. Those in the Northern Hemisphere, you are in the middle of winter, right? It is dark, it is cold, it is crazy in Europe and North America, as well as in Asia at the moment. And it's important to be taking care of your own energy, taking care of yourself. So hibernation is key for those in the Northern Hemisphere. And for us here in the Southern Hemisphere, it's really taking it as easy as possible. We're still in our summer holidays, so try and enjoy them. Try and move slowly. Try and think about the fact that what you're asking for, what you're dreaming about, what you want to happen is just going to take a bit of time. Just going to take a bit of time. Snowed in for 2 weeks. My gosh. And we had like 45-degree weather. We had 3 days over 40 odd degrees. So that's like 110, 115. We had 4 days in a row for Christmas. It's been very warm here in Australia. It's so interesting how vastly different it is, but we're all connected by these wonderful screens. So whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're planning, whatever your dreams and hopes are for the year ahead, I really want you to surrender them. Let them go and allow yourself to just do what's in front of you. Do what is important, do what is necessary, feeding yourself, sleeping, maybe doing the dishes or laundry if you have to, or going to work if you have to. But otherwise, letting the big stuff kind of happen. Does that make sense? So this is giving me brown tourmaline. This is giving me petrified wood. This is giving me smoky quartz. This is giving me natural agate, good earthy natural agate energy. This is giving me, really solid grounding energy, really supportive of yourself, really patient. Moss agate, flower agate again coming up would be really lovely because they give us patience to growing new things. Snow quartz would be good. If anyone has any pneumite, any black androdite garnet or melanite or Isua stone. These really deep, intense Earth Star chakra crystals can really teach us a grounding patience, unlike other stones. So they can be really great to work with. I'll just show you black garnet for those that haven't seen it. Really quite beautiful in its energy, one of my favorites. But yeah, patience with yourself, patience with the process, patience with others, patience with what's happening around you, and knowing that, you know, by creating a vision board, creating something that you can put your energy into, whenever you think about these things, go towards it, think about it, or write it in a journal, put your energy, and then let yourself forget about it again. Let yourself go, thank you, I know that it's happening, I am a human and I just have these human compulsions and I need to get those out. So I get those out and then I let the universe happen. I have to live in that state of feeling like it's already here for it to actually come. So the more you're able to get out that sort of human neediness, those human feelings of desperation and not trusting, get those out, put them onto paper, release them, let them go, put them into a candle, put them into a grid, put them into your vision board. You're getting that energy out and you're allowing the new to come in. You've got to let out the old for the new to come in. You've got to create that space, and that's what it's doing. And when you're letting in really big new things that we've never let in before, it can take a bit of pushing ourselves. Does that make sense, everyone? All right. Our card for Friday. Friday is the 7th of January. The Wailing Tree and Reconciliations. This is beautiful. Reconciliations with the Wailing Tree. Like, even though this has been hard, even though it's been tough, even though it's been frustrating, even though I've had disagreements with you, even though I've had negative feelings towards you or whatever, we can come back together. We can, you know, agree to disagree. We can let ourselves have compassion and heal, because there's no point holding on to the shit, right? I read this amazing thing last night, and it was, isn't it amazing that we can hold grudges against years? Like, if that isn't one of the weirdest things of the human condition, I don't know what is. Like, how dare you have been a year? Like, that year, how dare you? How very dare you, because of how it affected me, or you, or whatever. Like, it's completely absurd, right? It's completely absurd. Every year is just happening. The whole world is experiencing it. We're all experiencing different things. And some people are having a good time, some people are having a bad time, some people are having an up and down time. Like, release that grudge, release that chip on the shoulder. Why feel so frustrated towards things that have happened already? Give yourself that peace, give yourself that release, let yourself feel free, because all you're doing is carrying burden, carrying weight on your own shoulders, carrying shit around. We're not meant to carry our shit around, we're meant to use it as manure for our future, right? We've talked about this. So let yourself bury the hatchet with some disagreements. Let yourself have compassion for those that have hurt you, and let yourself be free of the grief and the trauma and the frustration of the past, so that you can let in good and happy and joy. It's like the autumn leaf is like the autumn tree is ready to like dump all of its leaves. Vibes, right? So I would say this is a really good time to work with energies that are going to allow you like connection to compassion and connection to like separating yourself from the human, getting out of the way of the human and realizing that it's, you know, all love and it's all connected. Something like selenite, dambiurite, apophyllite, Herkimer diamond, Lemurian quartz, angel aura quartz, scholasite, these really beautiful high vibration crown energies that are going to open you up and help you to see the big picture, help you to take the human out, and go, all right, I get it. The human has been hurt. The human needs to get out of the way so that the future can happen better. I would also recommend kunzite, sugilite, quantum quattro, morganite. Again, these really high vibrational heart crystals that tap into compassion, because they help us to take the human heart out and just work from that higher heart energy, which is really important. I would also recommend the energies of turquoise, chrysocolla, and amazonite. These three energies link the heart and the throat chakras to heal through the voice and what the voice has to say, but it's in a heart-centered way. So it's a really beautiful way of healing as well. Quantum quattro is another one that taps into that. All right, finally our card for Saturday. Saturday the 8th of January. I've already said this word. I've already said this word in this reading so far. The adaptability. There it is, the Woodwives. This is the ability to change with the seasons, to change with the energy that's around you, and to not be stagnant, not be stuck, not be stubborn, and to allow yourself to go with it. The Woodwives. So this is someone that is tending to the trees all year round, all throughout all the different seasons that are ebbing and flowing and changing, from the leaves dropping to the needing to be watered to the harvesting of the fruit and all the things in between. So it doesn't matter what time of year it is, when we are, what it is, it doesn't fucking matter. You can go with it. Just go with it. Stop trying to control everything so much. Ooh, this is calling everyone out. Stop trying to control it. Stop trying to control everything. Learn to control yourself, how you feel, your emotions, your triggers, your inability to control yourselves. And let that be your focus. Trust and believe you'll let go of so much anxiety and depression if you stop trying to control everything. This is coming from someone that has anxiety and depression and has that frame of mind. That is something that I'm constantly working on. Okay, so I can speak from very, very close experience. This is something that is prevalent, it's real, it's normal. The last couple of years of our life especially has been, there's been very little control. So we try and control it. By doing that, we create anxiety. We create negative mental health. You are literally the only thing that you can truly control. So let that be your learning of focus. Again, this is gut energy. This is citrine. This is heliodor. This is Libyan desert glass. This is very, very much about golden healer quartz as well. Very much about going, I can let things go. I don't have to control everything. It's not possible. Take that pressure off yourself. There's no point. Like, let me put it this way. Everyone is perfectly beautiful, unique, and special. Also, you're not that special, so stop trying to worry about everyone. Because you can't fix it. You can't deal with it. It's not within your realms of reach and control. So stop worrying about it. You're not important to the situation. You're not important to the person or the situation or the argument or the thing that you're thinking about from the past. They're not thinking about it, so why are you? Don't give it energy. Don't put your energy into it and it won't come back to you. If that's what you focus on, you'll see more of it. Right? Don't. Or teach yourself that you don't have to. It takes time. Trust and believe. It takes time, but it's so, so worth it. And this is why it's not head. This is why it's getting out of your head and getting into your gut and listening to your gut. So citrine, golden healer, heliodor, Libyan desert glass, tiger eye. Get back down into your gut. Trust yourself. Know that you can go with where you need to go, and know that you're only being called out because you can take it, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't follow me and watch these videos. You'd be following someone else that's fluffy and saying, yes, your boyfriend's going to come back to you. Not this mage. Not me. All right, so that was our Saturday card. That was the card to end the week. Our overview for the whole week is our first full week of 2022. See, we are being called out. The root girl, the disowned self. This is letting go of all of these poor me's, I've been hard done by, where storylines. Let them the fuck go. You are stronger than that. You are better than that. You are more powerful than that. You have better in your life. So focus on it. Be grateful for it. Focus on that good and let that continue to flow. Let the things that didn't work, things that weren't successful, things that weren't meant to be. Au revoir, goodbye. Au revoir, take care, arrivederci. Like, I just can't implore enough how important it is to give yourself that space. Yes, absolutely. I will be putting it on my IGTV. I will be putting it up on YouTube and on my Facebook wall, so you can rewatch it back from the start as well. This is our overview for the week, so this is a good one for you to have caught. Absolutely, like it is only you that makes yourself feel bad about the things that didn't happen. And if anyone else does, fuck them. They're dicks. They have no right. Right? Basically, unless they're paying your bills, they have no reason to have any input in your life. It's important to know that you are the one that is making decisions for yourself, and it's important to let that past go. Give yourself that space so that the future can come in. Don't hold on to it. Don't hold on to those grudges. Don't hold on to those chips on the shoulder. Don't hold on to those negative thoughts, those negative feelings. If you need to see a therapist, if you need to see a psychologist or a psychiatrist so you can actually talk about things, or a counselor, do it. Please, I implore you. If you need to see someone for guidance, for support, if you need to just talk to a friend or a loved one, open up and talk to them. Let it go. Let it out. Be free of it. Please. Right? It's so important to let yourself have that peace. Stop trying to control by replaying these situations that you have no control over anymore because they've happened, right? I've done that too. Like, just absolutely, I do private readings all via Zoom. So you can just send me a private message, send me a DM, and we can book in a day or time that works for us. It's important to let yourself heal, right? It's beautiful. This is one of those things. It's important that we have to understand that we can't fix everything. We can't do everything ourselves. We are not superhuman. We are not yet. We'll get there. But we are human. We deal with trauma, we deal with grief, we deal with these horrible things in our lives that affect us deeply. And it's not unless we get it up, we get it out, we talk about it, and you do it in a way that you feel safe and you feel able to be vulnerable. It is so important. Oh, that's not a nice thing. You don't want that. You don't want that at all. But it's not important. It's not for you to hold on to it. It's important for you to let it go so you can heal from it. If they want to hold on to it, that's their shit, but it's not for you to. Anything that people throw on you is projected. Obviously be self-aware of your own misgivings and your own shit and your own, things that you've done. Don't be blind to it, but also know that I couldn't have done any more there. I couldn't have tried any harder. There couldn't have been more that I could have done to have helped this situation. And let me tell you, that's something that hit me in very big ways last year. Very big ways. you know? The death of someone close to you will do that to you. So it's important for you to give yourself that space. Write, burn, release, let it go, give it to you because you deserve it. You're allowed to have that peace and space. You're allowed to have that freedom of the new to come in. It does. If you hold on to things, it will make you sick. So I don't know how many of you know about this, but before I started this journey, from the age of 14 through to my late 20s, my first Saturn return, or my 27 Saturn return, I held on to all of my emotions. I never cried. I went through things and I stopped myself from crying, and I didn't ever release that sort of emotion. I also didn't ever let myself get angry because I didn't like that emotion, and I tried to keep myself as tempered as possible. I developed a tumor the size of my fist behind my heart that developed through my mid-20s. Thankfully it was benign, it was cut out and it was released, but it was a very real representation of what I'd been holding on to. Don't do it. It's not worth it. This is why when you see me crying in these readings, being raw and emotional, it's because I have to be. It's because I need to encourage others to be. Because if you do not, if you hold on to your feelings, your secrets, your whatever, you will develop sickness, illness, and it's only going to affect you, right? So you have to let it go for your health. Yeah, it was. It really was. It really was. And it was absurd of me to think that I could hold it all in. Completely absurd. But it is not, it's not uncommon, right? It's very common in the real world. Why else, when we're living longer and living healthier than we've ever been, are we getting so many other illnesses and diseases? Right? It's a manifestation of the spiritual. So it's important to let it go from the inside out, to purge and give yourself that freedom. Trust from someone that has lived it and lives it and has experienced it very personally. You are worthy of being free of that and being able to be healthy and wealthy and live an amazing life. You want to make the most of it, right? That's it. That's it for me for the week ahead. A big one, but I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it is more than appropriate for all of us, for the collective, as we're moving forward into this new year. Yeah, feel free to watch it back if you didn't catch the start. It's all there. And as far as crystals go, give yourself space to let go. So think about obsidian, think about serpentine, think about, I would even say lapis. Lapis lazuli feels like a really awesome one because I am the ruler, I am royal, I am the king, the queen, the majesty, the one that is leading my life. So I can let go of that. But I would also recommend petrified wood, brown tourmaline, smoky quartz, those nice earthy grounding energies that are going to help you to feel safe and supported wherever you are. Sound good? I've had a few people message on here on both Facebook and Instagram, so if you would like to book in for a private reading, I do them all via Zoom, so you can be wherever it is that you are in the world. I'm at home too, and I've got lots of time available through January, so just send me a DM private message and we can book a time. I do hour, 90-minute and 2-hour readings. 1 hour is now 150, 225 for 90 minutes and 300 for 2 hours. Psychic, mediumship, oracle cards, and who knows what else will come up. So don't be afraid in sending me a message. We will organize a time. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to seeing those who I'm going to see tomorrow at the New Moon New You event at Crystal and Stone. Very excited about that. That's going to be lots of fun. And otherwise, take care of yourself, look after yourself. And really think about, with this new moon energy, of creating a vision board, getting out what you need to let go of so that you can start all this exciting new stuff and really step forward. So thank you all for joining in. As always, it's been a pleasure. Namaste, stay safe and stay sane. Peace out. Lots of love, everyone. Happy New Year, and see you all soon.